Hello, everybody. My name is Joe Silva. I am a contractor here in Houston, and I am going live for the first time. I've never done it before, and I would like to just help others who are investors that want to get into the business and have a hard time finding contractors. So, I'm going to start with a little bit about myself. I am a contractor now going on 18 years, and I started off as a handyman and worked my way up and hired electricians, plumbers, framers, roofers, and started learning from these guys. And so as long as they knew what they were doing and they got paid, they were good. I learned from them, and as I went along, I started teaching my employees, my guys that worked for me, what to do and how to do it and how I wanted it done. And we slowly started to get all those trades in house and it became a little more profitable, and we're able to help a lot more people doing a lot more like plumbing, electrical, roofing, and a lot of repairs that were needed. And I guess really what I wanted to do is help investors find contractors. And I'm not going to go through all of that today because today's going to be a preliminary video, a getting to know me and kind of an idea of what we're going to cover in future videos. And each video will have its own topic and kind of go from there and expand. For example, where do you find the contractors? Why is it so hard to have a contractor work with you? Why do they not call back or give you an estimate when they want to show up and say they're going to give you an estimate and then they just disappear? They ghost you. Other reasons are their contractor sucks that you have now, or maybe it could be a lack of communication, or you're just searching in the wrong place. But needless to say, again, I'm a contractor. I'm also an investor. My wife and I have three properties. We have two that are rental properties, and one is a flip property. And I'll give you a little history on the flip property because the rental properties were super easy. We got them, we fixed them, closed them, fixed them, and put renters in the very first day, and they rented and cash flowed very well. And we were cash flowing, I think, about 500 or 600 bucks on two properties. And then what we did was took out another loan to help pay off one of them because it was a condo, and it was like 75 grand. So we got that one paid off, and then it's valued at like 135, 140, somewhere around there right now. And it's paid off, and we actually rent that out at 1150, and our tenant's gonna be moving out, and the new tenant has a signed lease already for 1400. So that one's gonna be cash flowing $1400 a month. Um, the other deal is the flip. That one right there is kind of what made me want to do these videos to help people because I as a contractor ran into issues myself, and I started thinking, what if other people that are not as experienced as I am had issues and didn't know what to do, or they had their contractor on site that was not as experienced. Some of my experience helped, but then my lack of experience as an investor is kind of what put me in the situation I was in. Basically, what I wound up doing was I put a plan together to do the renovations, and then when I started, I said, well, hey, let me knock out this wall. I can just do that, and then let me knock out this other wall, and then let's get rid of this pantry, and let's add lights here, and then next thing you knew, I'm gutting the entire master bathroom, reconfiguring everything, knocking out another two more walls, and relocating doors, eliminating sinks and drains, and we find AC lines that were in the way, so we had to reroute AC ducts. We wound up repiping the entire house. We wound up adding can lights throughout the living room areas downstairs and doing some rewiring there and rewiring the bathrooms. So some of the headaches that caused problems and issues were when we opened up one of the walls to create a larger opening from room to room so they can feel bigger. Well, two of the areas, one wall had a 4-inch sewer line coming from the upstairs down. So the wall was limited to how far we can open it, which was not that big a deal. But the other one that was a big problem was where we wanted to open up. They had a bar. It looked funny. It was closing off the entire flow of the home. It was a bar literally in the middle between the kitchen and the living room, and you had about a 5 foot opening, 4 foot opening between the kitchen through to the living room, so you couldn't really see, and it was dark. And so when we opened it up, we took out that bar. We're like, let's eliminate this bar and make the kitchen bigger. Well, what happened was there was another sewer line. They came down that wall, and this cast iron and went through the slab. So we couldn't relocate those sewer lines. It was just not an option or in the budget to reroute the upstairs plumbing to the outside. So what we did was we wound up shortening the length of that wall as much as we could. We took off about a little bit over a foot, almost 2 feet, and then we just relocated that pantry. We turned the pantry into a walk-in pantry there, and then the other pantry just got eliminated and just make a longer kitchen wall. So it worked out pretty good. But the reality is, when investors don't know or they have a contractor, they might want to take advantage of the situation and say, "Hey, I can charge more." Or, this wasn't in the deal, so it's gonna be more. They're stuck with working with me. Um, I just think that it's not fair to investors who are not as experienced, and they may be working with a new contractor that will, do that. So my idea was, hey, then start a video and see if investors are interested in the help. And I wanted to see if, well, actually on Facebook, I kept seeing in some of these groups I'm in, investors say, how do I find a good contractor? Where are you looking for your contractors? And so I was like, man, actually, I'm going to write a book about this, and I'm going to just go ahead and start videos and helping people. So that's pretty much it. A little bit about myself is I really want to help people, and if you're interested in receiving help, subscribe and share this video. And I look forward to making more videos for you guys. I'd like to make them twice a week if I can. I'm going to do this on a weekly basis right now. I'm going to be looking for somebody that may want to help create the videos and kind of give me a little more experience on this. Again, this is my first time, and I've never done this, but I am interested, and I'm going to do it, whether I make mistakes or do it wrong or not. I'm just going to do it and go from there. So thanks again. I'm Joe Silva here in Houston, Texas, and looking forward to hearing from you.